Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
Today we're going to look at the Jura 10-year-old.
Alright, so I'm actually relatively excited for this one just because I've been seeing this around for so long, like in Dan's and stuff. I've always seen Jura and multiple renditions. We've just never bothered to pick it up and I have no idea why. It's an island whiskey. I don't think it's technically Isla, or it might be, I don't know. It's the Isle of Jura. So I think it's like an island Isla whiskey. I'm not quite sure.
I always thought it was
where
like a Speyside.
No, so we're going to get a bit of peak and stuff. We're going to get some of those notes, which is hopefully, because that's what we enjoy and we haven't had it for quite a while. So finally picked this one up. It's on special. What was it, $70, $75?
That was on special as well.
That was on special. We got pretty lucky today with everything we bought. Dan's card ended up actually coming through. It's 40%. It's a bit of sherry cask finish. I believe it's Oloroso sherry butts. And yeah, just ex-bourbon barrels. So 10 years old from Isla with sherry. That ticks a fair few boxes for us. Whether or not that comes through on the nose and the taste and stuff, but we've had ones that hit those boxes that have been incredible. Especially if you look at things like Talisker, Lafroig, they kick it. It goes really well. So high hopes. This is honey,
funky.
sweet.
Honey funk. Yeah.
It's mead that's been left to go bad and then they dumped it and put Isla in there or something.
It's not malt funk. It's more
there's a tiny bit, but it's
sherry
more
funk.
just it's more like honey. It's honey sherry, sweetness with the Isla saltiness.
Yeah, it's not peaty on the nose. It's more brine salt.
A little bit of ashiness and stuff.
Lots of honey.
It's really sweet. It's got this really just honey sweetness and that sickly sweet sherry kind of note.
Getting a bit of toffee, kind of links in with the honey, the sweetness.
It's that sickly sweetness. It's actually picking up quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's turning into that, what's it called?
What a whiskey.
Yeah, the weird shaped one. Kind of giving me that weird dimples, sickly sweetness. If you get your nose right in there, it's building up that really sweet sherry kind of kick.
Yeah.
And that salt and earthy vibe from being Island Isla is making it super weird. I don't dislike it, but it is weird.
It's like a sherbet candy almost.
I'm just getting I'm getting
that muskiness.
I'm getting a sticky date pudding that was left out in the sun for way too long, and then I don't know, a bit of rock salt and stuff on it as well.
It's got butter menthol.
Yeah, I'm getting this buttery sweetness. That's what I'm saying. It is sickly sweet, buttery sweetness. Actually, in genuine cultured butter.
It's almost the exact same. A bit more peatiness on the palate. But
I'm glad that there's a bit more
sweetness comes through.
A little bit less of that weird cultured buttery kind of butterscotch.
It's more simple sugar almost.
Yeah, and a bit more of that earthiness and peaty and burn cranked up a bit. It's a bit more malt on the nose now. Yeah, that's annoying.
Cracked pepper on the nose.
Really something that I just need to, we, especially me, need to just get the hell over. Is that maltiness. Just need exposure therapy.
I don't mind it. It's just
for me, it's just it came out of nowhere. I started really disliking it after having things like Highland Park and stuff, which used to be massive favourites of mine. Now I really just don't enjoy them because of that weird, just funk, malty, mildew note. And that it's in 90% of scotches, so it's a problem. I need to just get over it. Alright, it's not as unique or
if you poured this a blind pour, I wouldn't go to that region of Scotland.
No, I would say it's a
Highland
extra
almost.
briny Highland Park.
Yeah, it tastes like Highland Park.
Yeah,
with a lot more honey.
It's more similar to that than an Isla or anything like that. It's got that more malty, honey kind of
bit of pepper.
Yeah, pepper,
brininess,
fruity, earthy notes.
And what's normally $80, $90?
I guess so. I think there's a few different ones. I'd like to try more from them. just to try and get more of the like unique notes.
It's 40%.
Yeah,
it is
40%. We've got a big order of Nicks coming, and we've got some like stuff we're actually excited about. Like we've been picking up lately just stuff that's like relatively easy to find across the board, like earth-wise. Like it's pretty much easy to find across the board everywhere you are in each country.
Yeah.
Except for the Aussie ones and stuff, but stuff that we find every Dan's and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got some stuff that like we genuinely
are excited
for, that we actively seek out. Like we're getting some more
Wild Turkey 13-year-old.
The 13-year-old stuff like that. Like we're huge on bourbon at the moment. At the moment being like the past 3 years. But yeah, so and that's hopefully shows through. Like when we taste them, we're going to be more excited and stuff. This kind of stuff, we're excited to try new things, but we know going in that they're not like
It's not our flavour profile.
Well, it's just not. Yeah, it's normally.
We can appreciate a good whiskey, but we would rather drink bourbon.
Yeah, and it's not just bourbon. Like there are Lafroigs and Ardbegs and stuff that I really, really want to try. Exactly. They're just really hard to find. We got to get them online.
And expensive.
You did a big, expensive shop for a bunch of bourbons. I'll probably do one tonight. And we'll have some more. We'll cycle those through pretty soon within the next few weeks. Yeah. And there'll be so we should have some more like interesting stuff popping up, which will be really fun for us to review and hopefully like interesting for you guys to watch as well.
Yeah, there's the 1870 Old Forester. I think it's the 1870. The Maker's Mark 101. Which I'm pretty sure is a travel exclusive.
I've never seen that here as well, yeah.
And the Wild Turkey 13.
Yeah.
Which I think is also a travel exclusive. Because they're both 1 litre bottles.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm going to get some cool stuff. I really want to get a Sherry Cask Lafroig.
Yep.
Maybe see if there's any new committee releases from Ardbeg. And definitely look at the bourbon side of things as well. Maybe some new Balcones or something. That would be, right up my alley. So we'll have a look. Get some more cool stuff instead of just like really easy to access stuff. But I feel like it's important to do both anyway, because if you're just getting difficult stuff to find, then it's really not much help for anyone who's trying to buy stuff. Like the majority of people aren't out finding like things that are hard to find.
Yeah, exactly. Or really expensive bottles.
Yeah, in store. So look, this is like I don't mind it. It's not up my alley, and there's a few things I don't like about it, the maltiness and stuff. Yeah. But I see there's definitely some things that a few years ago I would have really appreciated about this.
I think now, since you said that, I think that's why we never bought it, because it was always a bit too expensive for us when we first got into whiskey. Yeah. And we would have loved this when we first started. And when we got that tipping point where we were happier to spend more money, we kind of dropped out of that Scotch phase.
Scotch, yeah, exactly.
And we went more into the bourbon.
It just kind of like was bad timing for it. Yeah, so let us know what you think of Jura. If you're local, like Aussie, and you have access to Nicks, and there's some things on there you would like to see reviewed, let us know, because we do majority of our shopping on Nicks. So yeah, let us know in the comments down below. If you like this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like. We're going to see future episodes from us. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you next one.
Cheers.